Is multitasking a real thing, or are we just kidding ourselves and think that we're getting a lot more done when actually we're really not? We're the happy headers, and stick with us to the end of the video and we'll tell you whether it's true or not.
Well, I tell you don't even have to wait until the end of the video to get my opinion. Because I think people who are multitasking, I think they're just busy stupid. And you see women doing this in particular. Women, you know, they're at lots of things and they think they're being productive, but they're not. Like, I mean, how would you feel if you had to go in for surgery and your surgeon was on the phone as they were operating on you, talking to somebody, watching a match on telly, and kind of, oh, God, I cut that bit there. Sorry.
Well, that's a completely different thing, Paul. Oh my God. It's not like you're cooking a dinner, you know, when you're doing surgery. It's a little bit more life-threatening.
Yeah, but do you multitask?
Yes, I definitely do. And I think it's because I have like an ADHD head. I can't focus on one thing at a time. Okay. Like even when I'm sitting here now, I look all around me.
I just think you're bored.
Other things.
I just think she's bored.
No, I just can't focus properly on anything. On any one thing. I feel like I need to be doing a few different things.
So when you're at home, then what kind of multitasking are you doing?
Well, I'm always listening to at least one other conversation at a time. Okay. So that could be on my phone, or it could be listening to the husband or the kids or whatever it is. I'll be cooking. Then I'll be doing some cleaning as well in the middle of that.
You're kicking the cat
I could be texting on the phone as well. Yep. I could have the cat in another arm.
Right.
Rubbing her down
and
or
the cat
whatever.
could end up in a saucepan instead of the
no,
I think
it's never happened.
I think multitasking or attempting to multitasking is asking for trouble. I think you're going to mess something up. You're going to make a mistake because the brain is not designed for multitasking.
Yeah, but I think men's brains are just not designed for multitasking.
For anything.
At all. No, they're like you guys are only able to focus on one task at a time, and that's it.
Well, you see,
women have to. You see.
You see.
You're so lacking.
No. You see, I think that women have themselves conditioned to be like this. No, to feel that.
Yeah, we have ourselves conditioned.
Yes, and then you see when you go into the workplace, a busy environment, business environment, then you're trying to, you know, be on the phone, checking your emails. You have to go and get the tea, the coffee. You're doing other things as well.
Going to get tea and coffee.
You know, you're watching like who's dressed what way in the office. Men, you see, like I can be laser focused. So when I finish a session with a client and I turn back on the phone goes mad with texts and people looking for me. But I just ignore them all because I think, okay, I need to get these notes on the session I've just done. I need to log those. I need to have them filed away carefully. I need to look at my calendar to see what I've put in for the next thing, and then I'll start to systematically go through the new texts and emails that's there. There's a temptation that when you switch on your phone and it goes mad, you can, oh God, who's looking for me?
Yeah.
But then you have no structure.
Yeah, I get lost in that, I have to say. Like, you know, somebody's looking for me, I'm like, oh God, that could be an emergency now, you know, and I just...
Yeah, but then you forget something else. Like if I send you an email, you forget that I've sent it to you.
I just don't bother looking at them. I know, I do. Look, I always look at your emails, Paul.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you go, not important.
Yeah. That's not as important to me as the next thing.
Did you know that there's neurological research that suggests that multitasking is bad for your brain? You can get 40% decrease in cognitive function. It's like if you stayed up all night smoking marijuana and then you did a test the next day. You might think that you're doing well, but you're not. So in training your brain not to concentrate on any particular task at a time, you're doing this broad generalized stroke of activity across your day and across your household, across your job, and you're not giving your job its due. You're not
But I can see definitely with less important tasks. When I come into work, I'm very business-like, I'm very structured. I know what I've got to do. Like, I have a list from the night before of what I need to execute the next day, what needs to be done, you know. And I'm very good at sticking to that and clearing that and getting through it. Yeah. But like at home, I'm a disaster. Like, I'd start cleaning the kitchen and I'd end up in the bathroom.
Right.
You know, like I'd bring something from the kitchen into the bathroom and then I'd notice, God, them taps are filthy dirty, and I start cleaning them, and you know, I get really pedantic about things like that, and then I'm distracted, and then I've only half done the kitchen and half done the bathroom. So I can see how I would be 40% less effective by doing that multitask thing, but then I don't know, is it multitasking or is it just, you know, an attention deficit thing?
You see, the female brain in structure, it's different from the male brain.
Yeah.
So we've got two hemispheres, left and a right. Men tend to be very much left brain, which is logical and focused. So a man, when he sees a problem, he takes in the problem, he absorbs it, goes right to the back of his left brain. He thinks, okay, my database, what are the solutions, possible answers to this problem? He'll select one and he'll go and he'll apply that to resolving the problem.
But I think everybody has that ability.
Yes, but women's brains tend to use both hemispheres, across both hemispheres. Women will always bring emotion into everything. They'll give an emotional reaction to everything.
I don't think that's true.
I do. I know
We
this.
do
I know
not.
this.
No,
You wouldn't
we
know. You're a
don't.
woman.
Oh my
You wouldn't
God.
know. I know more about women's brains.
I'm about to have
than
an
yours.
emotional reaction here, lads.
I'm about to get an emotional punch in the face.
It's not a good one.
But a friend of mine used to say that a woman will know how she feels about anything before she knows anything else about it. Any factual information, she knows how she feels in it. And when I watch women interacting with other women, there's always this emotional payoff. One will compliment the other on their hair or their outfit, and the other will say something else. And then they might get into the nitty-gritty of what they want to talk about. And then, too, the conversation might go all over the place.
Yeah.
As well, I think men's conversations are much more focused. Typically, men will communicate to swap information.
You don't get into any emotional stuff at
No,
all.
why? But just swap the information. This is, I need to tell you this, and you need to tell me that, and off we go.
I think that's so weird. You guys meet up and you wouldn't know anything personal is going on in your life at all.
No.
You know, whereas women are actually very different.
Yeah,
in that way.
I've had that. I've had that after a school reunion. Hadn't seen these guys in about 30 years. Came home and my parents said, well, who'd you meet? Oh, I met this guy. You sit beside him when I was in Leijen cert year. Oh, what's he at now? Oh, he's a building company somewhere. Is he married? Oh, is he kids?
Oh my God. You never thought to ask.
No, it just didn't enter my head. You see, and this is the difference then, that when two men meet, the conversation will get around to what do you do? What do you work at? Women will inevitably try to find out, are you married? Have you kids?
Yeah. That's really the first thing, isn't it, that comes up. And I think as a nation we're getting better, definitely, aren't we, about that kind of thing. I think there's more awareness now that, you know, it's actually kind of rude to ask, are you married, do you have kids?
Yeah.
You know, because it's nearly like a failing if you're not. Or you'd be
I
feeling
think you've
like,
successfully navigated
well,
your
I'm
way
actually
through
separated,
and not got tied down.
Yeah.
I think it's a success to be celebrated.
Yeah, it is indeed. Yeah, I think, that he's celebrating himself here, lads.
Yes, because nobody else will.
Yeah.
So
It's his birthday as well today, lads. It's going to kill me.
I will. Multitasking, to me, it is just deluding yourself. You are being silly, you're being stupid, you're not doing any task sufficiently well to get it completed and get it done well.
I love the word stupid. It's my favourite word. You're so dead, Paul. Oh
Am
my
I?
God, so dead.
I better get off this video.
Off camera, I'm going to batter him over the head with this microphone.
We are the happy headers. Let us know what you think. Is multitasking a real thing, or are we deluding ourselves?
You're delusional.